If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, don't forget to hit subscribe, followed by the bell. So today's video is a little bit different from normal. I was contacted by a company called Arrowzoom and they asked me to review some acoustic treatment panels. So these are basically foam panels that you stick on the wall and it should absorb sound and give you better sound. So as you can hear from this, the audio in this room is pretty bad. Normally when I record a video, I've got to do a lot of editing in post to try and get rid of the echo from the room. So first of all, what we're going to do here is stick them up on the walls. We'll do before and after recordings, see if they are any better. So before we go any further, I just want to disclose that these panels were sent to me for free. I didn't pay for them and they have been sent in the purpose of review, but of course I'll give them an honest review as always. So we're going to put them up. The first thing I've noticed here is when you get them, they're all packed in, so you have to wait for them to expand. As they've expanded, all of the black panels are perfect. Looking at these, they're all the same size and shape all of the way through, but they wanted me to go with a mixture of black and blue, and the blue ones are actually a different story. Some of them are okay, but some of them are very different in size. You can see this one, if I bring this closer to the camera, you can see this one there just hasn't expanded very well, and I'm noticing on a lot of them, some are particularly bad. A lot of them are very much thinner at one side than the other, so I had them in a big pile. I'll take a look for another one here. So this one, if you look at this side here, it's actually much thinner at the edge than compared to the other side. So if I just grab a black one to show you, if we put these side by side, you can see that there is a difference there in terms of thickness. The black one is a constant thickness all the way through, yet the blue one just doesn't seem to have expanded properly. As much as I leave it, it's just not coming out. So I don't know if that's the case. I did email them to ask, because obviously you do get bad batches, you do get problems, but I emailed them over 12 days ago and they still haven't actually responded to me. So of course, I don't know if that says something about their customer service. This is a sales contact and not customer service. Next, they've sent me some sticky pads to stick them up with. Normally people either go with these 3M sticky pads or use adhesive spray. I'm actually selling this property soon, so I can't go sticking them up with adhesive spray and ruin the walls. The pads they've sent me, I don't think there's going to be enough. I've got 24 pads here. With 16 panels, I'm imagining I'll need at least 4 pads per panel, so that's not going to work either. I did see someone online suggest using T-pins and hammering them into the wall. So I've got these T-pins here. My plan is to put them in place and stick 2 T-pins into each foam panel, and hopefully that should hold it in. And of course, it's only going to leave a small hole in my wall, so they can be removed at any time, and I think it should hold them up well. So I've got my T-pins and my hammer, and now I'm going to get them up on the wall and we'll see what difference it makes. So of course in this video I'm not editing any audio at all, it's all going to be exactly as it comes out from the camera. So I'll just skip the video to where I've got the panels up on the wall and we'll see if they make any difference. Because I'm quite limited in patterns, I'm going to do a checkered pattern. So I'm going to do a checkered pattern on this wall with gaps in the middle. I'm going to do the same on that, but it's going to be the opposite. I'm then going to see what I've got left to go for the front and back walls, but of course we'll do a tour of the room when I've got it all up. So I'm just going to put them all up now. So now I've finished putting up all of the foam acoustic panels and it definitely sounds improved in here, but I think there is still a lot of echo going on. Every one of these panels was put up using T-pins only. The only bit where it's really caused me a problem is if we look up here where they join, they do push out a bit. So on there I think I am going to have to use some of these adhesive pads just to stick them down flat to the wall, but generally everywhere else it has gone pretty well. So I won't know until I put it onto the computer what sort of improvements we've got in recording, but if I just pick the camera up I'll show you what I've actually done in the room. So because I was limited to the actual amount of panels I have, I've gone with the checkered pattern with the gaps in the middle. I've got the same on both walls but opposite, you can see, so we've got one at the top there, space at the bottom, panel at the bottom. I've got 2 on each of the back walls. If I just show you, so there's nothing behind the door there and just 2 on the back panels. And as I said, they're all stuck on with T-pins. You can't notice them. When you know you're there, you can see them. But when you're just looking at them, they don't stand out too much. If I try and just give you a view, there's 2 T-pins on each panel. They probably stand out a bit more on the black, as you can see there. But if I just zoom in, I'll show you what I've done. Let it focus. So you can see a T-pin there, and a T-pin down here. And the great thing is you can get in there, pull them out with your fingers, just like that. I won't take it all the way out, but you can see I've pulled that out of the wall a bit. So if you ever do need to remove them, it's nice and easy to remove them. If you need to make any changes, there's no problem, you can simply do that. So overall, it's gone well putting them up. The T-pins is definitely a good idea. So we'll go to the computer now and see how it sounds. So now I've listened to the footage on the computer, there definitely is a big improvement in my audio, and here's a quick comparison before and after. And now I'm going to get them up on the wall, and it definitely sounds improved in here. While the checkered pattern was recommended online, I think personally I would have been better off using double the amount of panels in filling the whole room. In terms of Arrowzoom, they've contacted me since recording my original footage and advised that my emails were going into their spam folder, which of course would not be the case for customer service emails. The bad blue panels have got slightly better with time, but they are still slightly misshaped, so it looks to be just a bad batch of blue in my shipment. But overall, I'm pleased with the result these panels have given me, and I'll be getting some more to place in the gaps and see how my audio sounds then, and of course I'll post an updated video as soon as I've got that completed. But for anyone that would like to purchase them or simply take a look, I've placed links down in the description below. They've also given me a discount code which is AZ-TT for 10% off your order. And as always, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you for watching the video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.